week 1. As you all know, football has returned, and the English Premier League is going to experience their game week 1 with a lot of fixtures, starting from Arsenal all the way to Chelsea, who will play on Monday. So it's going to be a long weekend, and the season has just started. So in today's video, I'll be running us through all the fixtures of the English Premier League game week 1. We'll look at some of the head-to-head statistics. I'll talk about what I think about those teams, even though we've not seen them play any game at all, because this is the first game of the season. And I would also make some predictions for those that like to invest the other way around, although this is not a financial advice. So because this is a live stream, so if you're joining, you can drop a comment for me. I'll be monitoring on all my gadgets. I've got a laptop here with me, I've got a phone here with me, there's another screen here, screen everywhere. So if you are joining at any point in time, don't forget to drop a comment. So when I see your comment, I would be able to react to it. So I'll just reduce the volume of one of my devices, so it doesn't interfere with what I have to say or what we're doing, right? So the first game of the season for 2026-2027 English Premier League season is going to be Arsenal versus Coventry, and it's going to be played at Emirates. Arsenal is the current defending champion, and before we even talk about Arsenal, let's just run quickly through all the fixtures, and I will be saying the match times in UK time anyway. So Arsenal versus Coventry will play on Friday at 8 p.m. That's 2000 hours, right? On Saturday, we are going to have an early kickoff between Hull City and Manchester United, and it's going to be played at 12:30 in the afternoon. Then we're going to have how many 3 o'clock fixtures? One, two, three. So we're going to have three fixtures, three matches at 3 o'clock, and there will be Everton versus Crystal Palace at Hill Dixon Stadium. That's Everton Stadium. Then there's going to be Ipswich versus Sunderland, also at 3 o'clock. And then Nottingham Forest will be hosting Leeds United, also at 3 o'clock. So altogether, you've got three solid matches at 3 o'clock. Don't forget, on Saturday, early kickoff, 12:30, and we said All City versus Manchester United. If you are just joining this live stream or you're just watching this video, just follow me through, because I said I was going to run through the fixtures first before we begin to break them down into bits and bats. So we've listed the 3 p.m. fixtures, and there's also going to be a match by 5:30 p.m. and that's going to be Brentford versus Tottenham Hotspur. And I don't want to talk about how intense or how tough this match is going to be. So let's go to Sunday, 23rd of August. Brighton will host Aston Villa at 2 o'clock at the Amex Stadium. Then also at 2 o'clock, Manchester City will host Bournemouth at Etihad Stadium in Manchester, obviously. Then at 4:30 on Sunday, Newcastle is going to host Liverpool. Newcastle is going to host Liverpool, and I don't want to talk about how hard the game is going to be for now. Let's just run through the fixtures and then we begin to break it down bit by bit. So let's go to on Monday, and that's when my favorite Chelsea will be playing. Chelsea will be traveling to Fulham, although still within London, because it's even right. Chelsea Stadium is actually on Fulham Road, so it's just like neighbors to neighbors. So Chelsea will be traveling, or let me not say traveling. Chelsea will be strolling to Fulham, at 8 p.m. on Monday, 24th of August. Right, those are the Premier League game for game week 1. I just want to take a moment to check comments so that I know that I'm attending to everyone. Okay. So now that we've run through the fixtures, let's go back to Arsenal versus Coventry. And let's look at how funny their head-to-head looks like. Because Coventry has not been in the Premier League in a long time. So if they have played Arsenal recently, I mean in the time past, it's most likely going to be FA Cup or League Cup. So let me quickly dash my screen back to Arsenal versus Coventry. And I want to pull up the head-to-head. The head-to-head. And it's quite funny that in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, Arsenal has won the last 5 games. And let me run you through the last 5 games. In 2014, Arsenal won Coventry at the FA Cup 4-0. In League Cup, in 2012, Arsenal won Coventry 6-1. In the Premier League in year 2001, Arsenal won Coventry 1-0. And same in that 2001, Arsenal won again 2-1. So Arsenal defeated them home and away in the Premier League in year 2001. Then in 1999 and 2000, Arsenal won them 3-0. So the last 5 games, Arsenal has defeated Coventry. Massive beating, 3-0, 2-1, 1-0, 6-1, 4-0. The only time and the last time Coventry defeated Arsenal was in 1999. So we are looking at a team that has not defeated Arsenal. 1999 till now is how many years? We're talking about 27 years, if my mathematics is right. If I'm not right, you can let me know in the comment section because I'm not that good with mathematics. So we are looking at Arsenal is going to host a team that has not defeated them since 1999. Don't forget, Arsenal is the defending champion, and every defending champion is always the title contender, is always the title favorite, and they are always like a team to go to beat. So Arsenal still has the core of their team, and this is Coventry on the other side, who is being managed by Frank Lampard, a former Premier League midfielder, a former Premier League legend, who took over Coventry, is he halfway through the season or something, and got them into the English Premier League. Would they be able to create an upset for Arsenal? Would they be a walkover for Arsenal? Would they be able to penetrate the brick wall of Arsenal defense of Gabriel Magalhaes? It's probably going to be Christian Mosquera partnership at the back because Ezri Konsa is probably not on view yet, so he won't play, obviously. And the magnetic rider at the goalpost, who would not allow any of those goals to go in because he obviously wants to farm another golden glove, and he starts from game week 1. So will Coventry be able to penetrate that Arsenal thick defensive wall, or it's just going to be a walkover between Arsenal and Coventry, where Arsenal will probably trash them another 4-0, and then we'll have a player, maybe Gyökeres, scoring 2 goals, and then the race for the golden boot starts, and then Raya begins to start back clean sheet again. We might just find it. But on paper, when you look at fixture difficulty ratio, Arsenal is meant to really, really beat Coventry with a big margin. But again, it's football, and football is not played on paper. And you can't celebrate until the final whistle goes. So, I don't want to drop my prediction. If you're watching this video before the game actually started, you can drop your prediction. Even if you're watching this video after the game had started, drop your post, because after this live stream, obviously I'll still publish this video. So there is every chance that you are seeing this video even after game week 1. If you are watching, don't hesitate to drop your reaction, your comments, your perspective towards game week 1, if it actually met your expectation, because as at the time of making this video, they had not played the game. So definitely we had expectation. Now you're watching it after the game has been played. So definitely there has to be some retrospective kind of view whereby I expected this and this happened. So if that's when you are watching, it depends on whenever you are coming across this video, it depends on what kind of comment you would be. But I would leave my prediction. I'm expecting a massive 3-0 defeat over Coventry. I think on paper, Arsenal is very, very good to go. They are in high flying spirit and they would really deal with Coventry. But again, don't forget, this is football and anything can happen. Right? Let me go to the second fixture, right? The second match, which is going to be on Saturday. And I'll just pull up the fixture. I could remember saying it's All City versus Manchester United. So hopefully I'm still correct. You know, there's a lot of hard work trying to get all these fixtures together, the right timing. You just have to look at your screen. You just have to look at your screen anyway. So early kickoff on Saturday, 12:30, All City versus Manchester United. Even though All City has not been in the Premier League for a while, but they constantly meet Premier League clubs, either at FA Cup or League Cup or whatever. So there's every possibility that their head-to-head will not be as that old as Arsenal versus Coventry, where they last met in 2014 or thereabouts. So let's look at All City versus Manchester United head-to-head. Yeah, I said it. So they have a recent meeting in 2017. They met 3 times in 2017. They met twice at the Premier League. They met once. They met twice at the Premier League and twice at the League Cup. So they played home and away. Yeah, beautiful. So let me look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is what their head-to-head looks like. Just hang on a minute, please. My throat is a bit dry. I need to. Right. Manchester United versus Hull City met last in 2017 at the Old Trafford, and they played 0-0. They played a goalless draw. Wow. Wow. And in the EFL Cup in 2017, Hull City won Manchester United 2-1 at one leg, and then Manchester United won 2-0 at another leg. So in the last 3 games, it's been 1 win, 1 draw, 1 lose between Manchester United and Hull City. If you now dig down to 2016, because they were in the Premier League, in 2016, Hull City lost to Manchester United 1-0. In 2015, another draw 0-0. In 2014, Manchester United won 3-0. Then 2014, Manchester United won 3-1. So let me just count the number of wins in. So Manchester United in the last, Man U 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Man United has won 7 of the last 11 meetings, in which there are 3 draws and 1 loss. So I think on the average, Manchester United should be able to beat All City. But then football is not played with head-to-head. Head-to-head is just for statistics and for football conversations and all of that. I just found a comment and I'm not going to read it out. It says, "Give your life to Christ. This may be your last and final warning from God, and turn to Him and turn away from your bad ways." All right. Thank you very much. Um, I'm fairly new to live stream, so I don't know how to pin comment yet. So, but thank you very much for joining. I appreciate your comments, and that's so thoughtful from you, even though we are discussing football, but I appreciate. So if you're a football fan, you can join in and feel free, right? So Manchester United has won 7 of the last 11 meetings, but football is not played with head to head. It's just for chatting and for statistical analysis and all of those things. So yeah, and don't forget, Manchester United came third, and they are under the managerial leadership of Michael Carrick. And under his tutelage, they have found their feet, their team spirit, and they play together as a team rather than individual. And don't forget, Man United, Bruno Fernandes just broke the 21 assist record last season. So we are expecting the good run to continue. However, there is always one thing with the English Premier League. You can never write off the newly promoted teams. They could cause a shocker. They could cause chaos. They could make damage. They could do anything. They could upset big teams. So it's not an automatic loss for every big team that just got promoted from the second division to the English Premier League. So I'm going to leave the prediction as 2-1 as Manchester United versus Hull City. So I'm going to give Manchester United 2 goals and Hull City 1. I think Hull City might be able to get 1 goal pass through Manchester United's defense. But then it's all prediction. So let's go to the second match on Saturday, Everton versus Crystal Palace. Everton versus Crystal Palace. Sorry, I'm just trying to see if there is a new comment that I need to attend to. Yeah. Everton versus Crystal Palace is going to be a tough one there because I don't think Everton is in the best of shape, and I don't think Crystal Palace is in the best of shape as well. But let's look at what the head-to-head says. Let's look at. So in 2025-2026 season, they played 2-2 draw, and then they played 2-1 where Everton won. Oh, my Chelsea scarf just fell off. Sorry guys, I so much love my Chelsea scarf. And in 2024-2025 season, Crystal Palace lost 2-1. Then again, second leg, Everton won 2-1. And then in 2023-2024, they played 1-1, 1-0. Guys, their head-to-head is actually crazy. I don't know if I can use that word. So it's a matter of we play 2-2 today, we play 2-1 tomorrow, we play 1-1 the day after, and then we play 1-2 and lose 2-1 and win 1-0. So it's really, 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 really tight. And to just save myself of the headache, Crystal Palace just changed their manager. You know, it's a new season. Before they even pick momentum, it might take a while. Either I don't think Everton is really, really flying, and some of these clubs don't really get to a high. They don't get to hit the ground and running immediately. So I'll give them 1-1 draw. Because the season has just started and I don't want to see a goalless draw yet. I don't want to see a goalless draw. Right? So we'll just look at another fixture on Saturday. Another fixture on Saturday. And what would it be? Come on. Where's my... We'll look at Ipswich versus Sunderland. And last season, Sunderland were really a team to beat, especially in the first half of the season, especially when they play at home. And we saw what they did. But this time around, they are playing against Ipswich and they're traveling to Ipswich. Let's look at their head-to-head. Wow. They met in the championship in 2023-2024 season, and guess what? Ipswich won them home and away. So Ipswich won Sunderland home and away in 2023-2024 when they met in the championship. And in 2021-2022 season, they were both in League One. Ipswich played Sunderland 1-1, and then Sunderland went on to win in the second leg 2-0. Wow. So in the last four meetings, Sunderland won 1, Ipswich won 2, and then drew 1. In the last four meetings, Ipswich won 2, drew 1, and lost 1. Wow. But I don't think this current Sunderland will lose to Ipswich. I don't think so. But just in case there's going to be a surprise, I'm more than happy to give them a 1-1 draw as well. So it depends on what they go on to the match to play. So I think I'll give them a 1-1 draw as well. So it's beginning to look like when the match is tough, I just resort to a 1-1 draw. When the match is tough, I just resort to a 1-1 draw. Let's look at another fixture, Nottingham Forest versus Leeds. Oh my goodness. Nottingham Forest versus Leeds United. With the way Nottingham Forest played towards the end of last season, with the way Leeds United played. Before I drop my prediction, let's look at what their Let's look at what their head-to-head says before I drop my prediction. Let's look at their head-to-head. But I think both of them will score. They probably play. I'm probably going to give them 2-2 draw, but I'm still trying to pull up their what's it called now? Their head-to-head. Sorry, my laptop is going faster than me. I'm already in August. It's bringing me fixtures of September. So you understand when your gadget is doing faster than your brain. So if you're still watching to this point, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel. It's just purely football, basically football. If you drop a comment, if I find it, I'll talk about it, I'll react to it. And yeah, the head-to-head is here. And woo, I knew it. They've been playing 4-goal thriller. I predicted 2-2 even before I opened it. So last season, 25-26 season, obviously they're going to meet home and away. In the first leg, Nottingham Forest won Leeds United 3-1. In the second leg, Leeds United returned the 3-1. So their aggregate is actually 4-4. First leg, Nottingham Forest won first leg last season 3-1. In the second leg, Leeds United won the second leg 3-1. So same goal difference, same head-to-head, nothing. So it's like, then let's look at Premier League in 2022-2023 season. In the first leg, Nottingham Forest won 1-0. In the second leg, Leeds won 2-1. So basically, if Leeds wins, Nottingham will win the second leg. And it's always the same goal margin. In 2022-2023 season, Nottingham Forest won 1-0. That's one goal margin. And in the second leg, Leeds United won 2-1. The same one goal margin. In 2025-2026, Nottingham Forest won the first leg 3-1. That's 2 goals margin. In the second leg, Leeds United returned the same 3-1 win, 2 goals margin. So this time around, I'm going to sit in the middle and I'm going to settle for a 2-2 draw between these guys. So my prediction is going to be Nottingham Forest versus Leeds United 2-2 draw. Does that make sense? Let me see if I've got comment here. I want to make sure that I'm not leaving anyone behind. I don't want to leave anyone hanging. If you're still watching, I'm a Chelsea fan, you can see it there. But being a Chelsea fan does not mean I dislike other clubs or I don't wish other clubs well. The only time I don't wish any other club well is when it affects my club. So, for example, the Community Shield, I was neutral. Arsenal and Man City had to sort their headache, and That was never a problem for me. So still on that Saturday, we've got Brentford versus Tottenham Hotspur, two London clubs. Ooh. You know why head-to-head might not really work in this situation? Have you seen Tottenham squad? The way they are signing. I'm very sure if I was serious with my footballing career, I could be a Tottenham player this season. Tottenham kept signing everything because they got to the brink of relegation last season. It was miraculously that Roberto Di Zerbi rescued them. So they are head to head. They met in 2025-2026 season, which was last season. First leg, Tottenham Hotspur won 2-0. I think it was Thomas Frank then playing against his former club, because Thomas Frank moved from Brentford to become Tottenham Hotspur manager. Things started well until he went south. So Tottenham won the first leg 2-0. Then second leg, they played 0-0. At that second leg, things had already gone really, really, really bad for Tottenham, because they played the second leg on January 1st and it was a 2-2 draw. Before then, in 2024-2025 season, Tottenham won the first leg 3-1 and then Tottenham won the second leg 2-0. So in 2024-2025 season, Tottenham won home and away. Last season, they won first leg and drew second leg. But I think Brentford is a bit different now with this Keith Andrews, this their set piece coach, with Michael Coyote's long throw and all of that. And I want to believe Roberto Di Zerbi is used to Premier League, but he's playing in a new club. He's managing a new club, which is Tottenham, and he's trying to assemble different players. So they might not click straight away. So I think I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. It's so bad that I've predicted so much drop. Why? Because I'm expecting serious competition. I'm not expecting someone to play your rival and then lose 4-1. No, I'm not expecting that kind of performance. So yeah, I'm not expecting that kind of performance. I'm not. So I'd rather give them 1-1 draw, because I don't like goalless draws where it really gets me upset. I don't like it. It gets me upset. So think that's that for Saturday. Let's go to Sunday and then we'll talk about Monday fixtures. And then we'll wrap it up for another time. So Sunday, 23rd August, the first kickoff is 2 o'clock. Brighton versus Aston Villa. And don't forget, Aston Villa no longer, they don't have Ezri Konsa anymore. But they've got Garnacho from Chelsea. Ole Watkins wants to go to Saudi Pro League. Morgan Rogers is no longer at Aston Villa. A lot of things happening. Brighton also sold some players. I think Vaneki left them. Man United wants to buy Baleva. So many things happening. And before I drop my prediction, let me quickly check what the head-to-head has to tell us. Where's my scarf? Falling. Come on, Chelsea, baby. Let's look at what the head-to-head has for us. Of course, don't get mad at me because I'm looking at my screen. Do you want me to have 10 Premier League fixtures? That's 20 teams, and you want me to have their head-to-head in my head? Come on. Even Oracle doesn't have that. Oracle will have to click a button and then write a code or maybe a query language to bring it out. So we run to the screen. 2025-2026 season, that's last season, Aston Villa won the first leg 4-3. Wow. Aston Villa won the second leg 1-0. Aston Villa actually defeated Brighton home and away last season. That's deep. In 2024-2025 season, first leg, they played 2-2 draw. Second leg, Aston Villa won 3-0. So in the last 4 meetings, Aston Villa has won 3 and then Brighton managed to draw 1. Wow. I think I'm still going to give Aston Villa a win. However be it, albeit maybe a 2-1 win because I'm expecting Brighton, Fabian Ozella, right from time the way Brighton has been playing, they would score. So I'll give Aston Villa 2-1 win over Brighton. Hopefully, well, it's football, anything can happen. Please, whatever prediction I'm making here, please, is not a financial advice. Don't go and put your rent or your school fees or the money you want to get married to the love of your life or the money that you want to spend to relocate or the capital for your business to go and gamble or do something with. This is not a financial advice. So let's talk about Manchester City Bournemouth. Bournemouth is actually one of those teams that wrecked Manchester City's title chances last season, and it was so painful because as a Chelsea fan, majority of us backed Manchester City to win the league. And guess what? After that game, I had to go to Brighton in a Manchester City kit. It was a coincidence though. I was meant to go to Bournemouth, but then of course it's summer. Then I was in Man City kit, so and then somebody saw me like, "What are you doing here?" Something like that. Um, let's look at what the head-to-head has to say. First leg, Manchester United. Oh, I said first Manchester United. Pardon me. 2025-2026 season. That was last season. First leg, Manchester City won 3-1. The second leg in that was played on 19th May ended 1-1. One of those games that wrecked Manchester City's title winning chances. They played 1-1. 2024-2025 season, Manchester City won 3-1. Manchester City won 2-1 at FA Cup quarterfinals. Manchester City won in 2023 1-0. Manchester City won 6-1. So in the last 6-7 games, Manchester City has won 4 games, draw 1, lose 1. So, and I'm hoping Enzo Maresca is getting everything right with his squad. And you know why I would not give Bournemouth a win? Number one, they are traveling to Etihad, which they're going to struggle. They probably don't have a chance at Etihad Stadium. And also, they changed their manager. Their former manager, Andoni Iraola, has moved to Liverpool. Although Manchester City changed manager as well, but then I want to believe Manchester City is a better stable club, if I can use that word. And thereby, I'm going to mount my tent and pitch with Manchester City. So I would say Manchester City. I would have predicted Manchester City 3-0, but I don't trust Man City's defense. So I'm going to say Man City 3, Bournemouth 1. I'm expecting Bournemouth to break the to score a goal anyway. I'm not expecting Manchester City clean sheet, but again, it can happen. It's football. Anything can happen. So the last fixture on Sunday is Newcastle United versus Liverpool, and let's look at what the head-to-head has to say. To be fair, I'm not hating on Liverpool, but I'm not too impressed. Hugo Ekitike is injured, and all they have left as the centre forward is Alexander Isak, who is an injury-prone player. So, and we know that Isak has not really clicked because he has faced a lot of injury. Liverpool, goodness me, Mo Salah left. They're on Brady Bakula's deal. Gakpo wants to leave. There is Rio Ungomoa. For Newcastle is a different game. Ediawi left. And then they got a new coach. So let's look at the head-to-head. Last season, Liverpool won home and away. Liverpool won the first leg 3-2. Liverpool won the second leg 4-1. Wow. Then if we look at Premier League in 2024-2025 season, That's 2 seasons ago. Liverpool drew 3-3 at the first leg and then won the second leg 2-0. So in their last 4 Premier League meetings, Liverpool has won 3 and then they played 1 draw. Wow, that stat is very similar to, was that Brighton and Aston Villa that we said in the last 4 meetings? Aston Villa has won 3. So Newcastle, Liverpool also in the last 4 meetings, in the last 4 Premier League meetings, Liverpool has won 3. Newcastle drew 1, except for the EFL Cup final that Newcastle won in 2025, that Newcastle won 2-1. So if you want to add that to the head-to-head, it's entirely up to you. But I don't think Liverpool is in a perfect shape to beat Newcastle 4-1. I'll probably predict a 2-2 draw. Maybe. We'll find out. Yeah, I'll predict 2-2 draw. And finally, before we wrap this up, we've got the last game of the game week to be played on a Monday, and that's Chelsea. And Chelsea will play a lot of games on Monday this week because they want to spread the games across. They want to expand the visibility, the TV coverage. And you know what? Chelsea will be playing on Monday because Chelsea is not playing in Europe. I feel bad about that because I have to watch everybody finish their game and then wait for Monday Night Football. But then, it is what it is. So let's look at Monday, and it's going to be Chelsea and Fulham. Chelsea got a Real Madrid former manager, Xabi Alonso, and Fulham got a Real Madrid former manager, Alvaro Arbeloa. So it's going to be a Madrid derby, and it's going to be played at Fulham. First things first, every rational Chelsea fan will predict Chelsea win. It could be 2-1. We don't trust our defense yet either. But then let's look at what the stat says with the head-to-head. But I'm very sure that Chelsea cooked to an extent. Come on, come up, come up. I'm very sure Chelsea cooked well to an extent. So last season, it's a bit dicey here. Last season, 2025-2026 season, Chelsea won 1. Fulham won the second leg. So in the first leg, Chelsea won 2-0. In the second leg, Fulham won 2-1. So Chelsea lost at Fulham Stadium 2-1, and we are traveling now to the same Fulham Stadium. So before I conclude, let's look at 2 seasons before, 2024-2025 season. Wow, Fulham won first leg at the Stamford Bridge, then Chelsea won the second leg at Fulham Stadium. So win, I win. So in the last 4 games, Chelsea won 2, Fulham won 2. Wow. But if we now go further to 2023-2024, Chelsea won them home and away. So that's the only season Chelsea defeated Fulham on both legs. Every season after that, Chelsea and Fulham shared the point. You win one, I win one. But this time around, being a devoted Chelsea fan, I think Chelsea should be able to pull a 2-1 win at Fulham Stadium. And that brings us to the end of English Premier League Game Week 1 fixtures. If you're still watching up to this point, let me know your comments, your prediction in the comment section, and I will read it out and address it. If you're also watching, let me know which club you support for those that will be watching the live stream. For those that will be watching after the Premier League Game Week 1 has been played, because obviously I'm going to leave the video on my channel. Let me know your retrospective thought. For example, I thought Chelsea could actually win 2-1, but Chelsea outdid my imagination and Chelsea actually won 4-0. Kudos to Xabi Alonso for the tactical prowess and stuff like that. So we can always watch games in retrospect. For example, I'm expecting Manchester United to beat Hull City about 2-1, which is a very good expectation that's what I'm expecting from Man United. Let's say Hull City decide to deliver a shocker and they beat Manchester United 2-0, I can still make my comment in retrospect. So that's the end. Let's put it a wrap for. Yeah, I've got a comment here and I'm going to read it out. How do you feel Estival will fit into the squad if Sabi Alonso plays wing backs? Wow, that's a very, 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 very dicey one. I'm not a coach, but obviously you asked for my thoughts. So I would say that currently, with the look of things, it looks like Estival is going to be a Cole Palmer backup. For example, if it's going to be 3-4-3, then we might have two anchor of Morgan Rogers and Cole Palmer, and then Joao Pedro up front. So it might be a matter of Cole Palmer coming out for Estival. But if Alonso decides to play a stable back four and then goes with 4-3-3, for example, it might play Cole Palmer on the right wing, and then Estival can come in, and he can play Cole Palmer at the 10, and Estival can come in. But whichever happens, I think Estival is still going to be Cole Palmer's backup. And if we'll be going with the real wing backs, obviously, even if Chavaria plays on the left wing and Palestra plays on the right back, and then maybe we did a sub of Pedro Neto or something, I don't see Estival playing as a wing back. I don't think he can do that. So it's better as the attacking option for a backup for Joao, for Cole Palmer. What do you think? Do you also agree with me? Come on, Chelsea one. Do you agree with my line of thought? So it's going to be Palmer out, like for like, Palmer out, Estival in. And hopefully his game gets better. He develops into that role. Yeah, come on, Chelsea. If you're still watching, let me know if you're satisfied with that. And oh, brilliant, thank you. Yeah, I agree. To be honest, I feel like even Neto is a better wing back. Estival is definitely more of an attacking player. Yeah, if you could remember, was it Antonio Conte that season where Victor Moses was playing as a wing back for Chelsea? I think Pedro Neto might be able to do something like that. But again, when the season starts fully, we would see how he uses this player. But like you said, you and I know that even if Estival has that defensive ability and all of that, we are yet to see it. So what we've not even seen in Estival, we don't expect him to play it. But if he focuses on his game and develops up front and understudy Cole Palmer, then we might be very, very good to go. Yeah, thank you for your comment. I appreciate that. Um, feel free to drop the comment. I'll still be hanging around, so I can still have. I'm enjoying the conversation actually, so I'm still around to attend to comment. While let me quickly dash back to game week, the first game of the season, which is going to be Arsenal versus Coventry. Now, this is the rival side of me. I've done the analysis, the head-to-head. I've dropped my prediction. Now, this is agenda time. As a Chelsea fan, I don't want Arsenal to win that game because Arsenal fans can be really, really, really daunting. Arsenal fans can really, really come at your face. They will start sending stickers. I can't even open my WhatsApp group. It's full of stickers and everything. And all right, thank you very much. It's nice talking with you too. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best. And if you've not subscribed, please subscribe, and then you see me subsequently when I do my live sessions like these. I plan to be doing it for every game week before we go into the next game week, and then I do street interviews with people, football content. Sometimes I sit in the corner of my house and just talk about my football thought process. Yeah, so back to Arsenal. I don't want Arsenal to win. And because they are just everywhere. Where you open your WhatsApp, you open your Twitter, say Twitter X, Instagram, all your social media, you just see them celebrating and flaunting and cooking different agenda. At some point, I open my letterbox and think I might actually get a letter from an Arsenal fan because they are legit everywhere, everywhere. So hopefully, Frank Lampard does something for the Chelsea fan by getting a result at the Emirates, even if it's going to be a draw. And I wouldn't mind. So, since we don't have much people left on the live chat, I would like to wrap this up. It's been 46 amazing minutes so far. And don't forget to like this video once again and subscribe to this channel. If you're watching this video at any point in time, your support encourages me and keeps me going, and then we can build an interactive community. Thank you so much for watching. Bye or blues.